Hey everyone, this is Ivan for the 220 at 220generation.com. We've just spoken about how do you handle the first 3 meetings that you go through. And right now I want to talk to you about making your kids feel like VIPs. What I'm going to share with you is all ideas and tips from my own experience and from what I do and stuff that works for me and for youth ministry in general, stuff I picked up reading books, watching videos, that kind of thing. What will help you immensely to make kids feel like VIPs is to institute the admin system that will help you deal with information and lots of stuff that's regarding them. Something that works for us is to have a cue card system like you would have had about this big, which you had at school that you did your speeches and stuff from. Having cue cards, and on it have their information on it, which area they come from, which school they go to, their emails, cell phone numbers, anything that you could use for research and reports that will help you deal better with what you find in the youth ministry, who comes, that kind of thing. What we do is the cue card is in a box. We open the box when the kids come in. We take the cue card with their name on, and at the back we stamp which days they come. That will also help you to see which events are working, which events are attended by what kind of demographic of kids, that kind of thing. What we then also have to make them feel like VIPs is to have a guest list. When they arrive, you've got a list with their names on. You tick it off when they go in. It makes them feel important that you know they're there and that kind of thing. Your admin system will also obviously have their birthdays and that kind of thing on. When you have that information, what you do is you use the birthdays. If they have a birthday, some churches which I know of, they only sing and acknowledge people who have a birthday on the day of the service. You should acknowledge and celebrate your kids' birthdays in the week. Like for instance, today's Friday. In the following week, there are 2 or 3 having their birthdays. Then what we usually do is we buy them each a cake. Give them the cake, calling them forward, giving them the cake, let them stand on a chair, not to belittle them, but to lift them up and to acknowledge them, and then we sing to them and that kind of thing. I really think that works and it makes them feel important. What else we also do is try and construct and get a club entrance outside the main door where the kids come into the venue. What this club entrance will do is it shields what's going on inside, so the kids can't come and check what's going on and leave, or check what's going on and stay outside or whatever. Because if you come in, there's an acknowledgement system. There are hosts and hostesses at a host desk. They use the key card system and they deal with the admin and greeting people and whatever. So the club entrance should be like a club. It should conceal what's going on inside. We've thought of having a line outside to have the kids sort of line up before the time. That create excitement and what kids will think what's going on inside there. And then on this club entrance, you could do it in various ways. What we had is we had divider boards standing outside. We had a graffiti, like a piece of cloth hanging outside. We did graffiti on it. It makes it look funky and the kids respond to that. Also greeters in the parking lot to greet them and obviously greet their parents. Make the parents feel like, listen, we can feel comfortable having the kids here. Then acknowledge stuff that goes on in their lives, like for instance sports and other rivalries in schools, youth day. Celebrate that, teach them what it's all about. We have that in South Africa. I don't know if it's something like that where you are. Extracurricular achievements, like for instance if someone won a great sporting event, or there's superstars or people that really excelled in sport, acknowledge that. And also acknowledge your leaders that have great leadership qualities and are just doing a great job in the youth. If you do all of this, you will show them that you are up to speed and you are with it on all the stuff that are happening in their lives. If kids feel welcome and at home, they'll feel like VIPs and they will keep on coming back. Constantly tell them, I shared with this in the previous meeting, the previous session, constantly tell them that they are important. You can do that in the meeting, like I shared previously in the announcements. Tell them they are important. Tell them you are there to serve them. The meeting is designed for them. The meeting is all about them. And also, very important, share with them that Jesus loves them. Because most kids don't know Jesus. They have no clue what he's about. 70% of your kids will be like that, and you need to introduce them and let them know that Jesus loves them, and that's why everything is happening. Then spend quality time with them and give personal attention to them. You could do this before and after the meeting. Meet up, touch base with the kids, shake their hands, talk to them, find out what's happening in their lives, what happened the week, who's going out with who, that kind of thing. Play games with them. We've shared how you can pump up the venue by putting in games and all that kind of stuff. Play games with them, hang out with them. It will feel that you care. Someone once said to me that it's very important. Teenagers don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So that's one of the little ways that you can show them that you're interested in them. Know and learn each one of their names. Now, if your ministry grows big and you get to like 1,000 or 150, it's impossible to know everyone's names. That is where your leadership, which we'll probably do in the next session, where we'll talk about leadership and how to get them involved. So if you can't do it, get your leaders, put them to task to know the kids' names and engage with them and touch base with them and that kind of thing. Be interested in what they do. Everything that's going on in their lives. Know what's going on, where they social, what's happening, on which applications, where on the net are they spending time, that kind of thing, and engage and get into that. We spoke about that in the I think the elements. Don't be a ghost, or don't act like a politician, bodyguards and being detached from them. You need to be accessible and be open at all times to engage with them and get into sort of a discussion with them and always be there for them. You need to be touchable, tangible, and remember, you might get great success and God might start using you with miracles, signs or wonders and that kind of thing. The biggest mistake that you can make is elevate yourself in such a way that kids start to worship you and start to see you as the who's what and what. If that happens, then the attention are drawn away from Jesus and you have made an idol of yourself. This is Ivan Viljoen for the 220 at 220generation.com.